Hey guys, I'm Tanner, and you're watching Guapish. Anyways, hello, I am your host Tanner. Today's guest, we got Nico, Dylan, and Jackson. All of you introduce yourself at the same time and go.
I'm Jackson Akers.
We're here for Guapish. We're all gonna have a great time.
Regale all of the cool
I don't know
things
what I'm saying
about
anymore at this
Demon
point.
Slayer, not Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I was gonna say
same
Jujutsu Kaisen. Come on, man.
We're reviewing the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah,
that's not what we're doing.
Now it's had a little time to ruminate. I'm feeling like it maybe deserves like a 6, honestly.
Damn.
Nico, do you remember what score you gave it?
Probably a 9. I really liked
probably
it.
something like that.
Gotcha.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, we're reviewing the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. Now, let me just make sure I'm correct in this. Jackson and Dylan, you two had not seen Jujutsu Kaisen the show prior to seeing this movie.
I watched like half of the first season, then I dropped it because I thought it was bad.
Got him.
And Dylan?
No, I had never heard of it before the movie.
Okay. So so this movie is a prequel. It doesn't even involve the main characters from the show. It shows some events that happened prior to the main events of the TV show kicking off. So that leads me to believe that it probably shouldn't have been too confusing for you to follow along with, yeah?
Not really, yeah. It was pretty easy to follow, I would say.
That's good. Well, I don't know. I guess we start getting into it.
Yeah, I even took notes this time. I actually have notes to work off of.
That's right.
I'm actually
prepared.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dylan, let's hear your notes then. I'm curious.
Oh shit, dude! All right, let's go get them.
Oh well.
He has them, but they're
I
not
have
prepared.
them.
You see.
I mean they're prepared. It's just I have to open them, you know.
Right.
All right, so I'll just start from the.
Before we get
Nico.
too deep into it, what would you say each of our scores were for this film?
Oh, sure.
Luckily, it's the top of my list, so.
I can't remember what I rated it.
I remember you rated it, Jackson.
I'll go
Oh my gosh, thank you.
8.
8, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say an 8.
Damn.
Dylan, how about you?
I gave it a 9.
Yeah, you did. Jackson over here, he gave it a 5, Tanner. He gave it a 5.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gave it a 6.
Okay.
So now you can really understand where we're all working from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go 7.5.
Okay.
7.5? Are you saying we influenced your score?
A little bit. I was thinking 7.5, but then it was like, I'll just round it up. But you guys convinced me, no, I should go lower.
Nice. Let's
Anyway,
fucking
go ahead. Take it away, Dylan.
Alright, so I'm gonna go, obviously I'm gonna top to bottom here. I have my positive views and I have a couple of criticisms down towards the bottom. One thing I also want to disclose. Everybody else's favorite characters. My personal favorite character is Maki. I think Jackson's was also Maki, unless that changed, but I don't know.
That's a green hair chick who uses the demon weapons.
That's right.
See, this is the awkward thing, Dylan, because my favorite character was never Maki. I just was mentioning the fucking scene where she did the splits because I thought it was funny how like well animated and detailed it was. I had nothing to do with her being my favorite character.
Who's your favorite character then, Jackson?
I don't particularly like any of them stand out-ish. I guess the fucking blindfold guy, because he's supposed to be the fucking cool dude.
Gojo, if
That's
you
right,
will.
Gojo. Jackson has the right opinion, boys. Gojo is indeed the best character in the entire show. Don't even at me. Jackson knows what's up. He is the anime guy after all.
Okay. I'm gonna go, just in the context of this movie, I guess I'll say Panda.
Yeah.
Panda is pretty cool, Tanner.
Panda is pretty cool.
Yeah, he turns into a gorilla, which is not very panda-like of him, but still pretty cool.
It's fine.
No, whatever. We're yeah. Go ahead, Dylan. What's your first note?
Oh no,
Are your notes like running through the events of the movie?
They most certainly are not. I can tell you that.
Okay, then let's do that, and you can bring up your notes when it's relevant.
Exactly.
So, like,
that's what I was gonna say.
Hold on a second, Nico. Who is your favorite character?
My favorite character is Gojo.
I figured that was pretty obvious.
Gojo.
You said another one. That's why I was thinking you would have said it.
We will get to him when we get to him, Dylan.
Okay.
God damn, calm down. All right, anyway.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, we cold open on murder.
Yeah,
Children.
We actually missed that part.
Oh, okay. Well, it cold opens on some bullies going after fucking what's his name? It's Yuri? Is that his name?
Main boy.
Sure. Yeah. What's his name?
Hell if I know. I don't know any of the characters' names in this film.
Gotcha. It's Ichiro. Ikichiro?
Sure.
Main boy.
I'm gonna call him Ichiro from now on and assume that's his name.
Okay.
Anyway, a cold opens on some kids bullying him, and then Rika-san, or Rika-chan? Yeah.
Yeah, Rika.
Rika?
It's Rika.
Rika-chan. Jesus Christ.
What?
Rika-chan stuffs them in a locker, and then we see a newspaper that says they suffered grave injuries but survived, which, given the scene of that locker, I sincerely doubt, and I feel like that might be like a translation thing where they were like, well, we can't let American audiences know these children were murdered.
It was just a government cover-up, Tana, that's all it was.
Right.
I also want to point out, Nico said we missed that part of the movie. It's because we sat in the parking lot for about 15 to 20 minutes while I waited for them to eat their McDonald's.
It sure
sir.
as hell was not that long, Dylan. That was like 10 minutes.
It was not that long, but we did do that.
It was a very long time. It was long enough to miss the beginning of the movie.
It felt long because Dylan had to watch us as we scarfed our food down.
It was very annoying. I told you we should just get into the movie. Anyway.
We can't bring food into the theater, Dylan.
But you should have planned better.
There wasn't much more to plan.
He's got you there.
We were on a pretty tight schedule.
Could have eaten afterward.
No, I couldn't. I was hungry then.
Anyway, shut up. I don't care. That's how the movie opens. And then, I think title sequence, and then... Do we just jump to him in the room with Gojo?
Yeah, that's the first thing I remember. Him being just like a crying boy in a room with like coffins or some shit floating around him. Like Gojo walks in, he's like, "Hey boy,
fucking die.
You're not gonna die here. You're gonna join my school."
I'm so sad.
I'm so sad. I just want to sit here. And Gojo's like, quit being a little bitch. And then I guess he's just, okay. That's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Then they actually go to school, and we get the introduction to Dylan's favorite character, as well as Panda and Voice Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys don't like Voice Boy? Voice Boy's cool.
He's fine. But his personality is fairly limited due to him only really being able to say sushi, fucking...
Ingredients, yes.
Yeah, ingredients.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying, but it's fine.
He has to do it. He doesn't want to hurt people. He's a good boy.
Oh, it's Toge. Toge's Voice Boy.
Okay.
We don't care, Dylan. He's Voice Boy.
No, wait, his name is Ichiro.
I'm just trying to help.
Fuck. I don't know what the main guy's name is.
Their names don't matter. His name is Yuta, but it doesn't matter.
There we go. I need to call him something.
I just call him Main Boy, Tanner. It's as simple as that.
Boy. I'm gonna call him Yuta. Whatever.
Okay.
When do we get the flashback of how Rika-chan happened?
It was after...
I think that's right after she tries to kill his classmates.
Yeah, it's when he's when the teacher's introducing him to the class, and they're like, "Oh, you have a curse on you," and then they try to attack him.
Spider senses activate.
That's right.
So that's when that happens.
And so we get the flashback of Rika-san. It's Yuta. He's a small boy. He's got his little girlfriend with him. And they're cute and 6 years old, and then she gives him a ring, and she's like, "We're gonna get married one day," and then it hard cuts to her fucking run over by a car.
Yeah, it's something about her head being caved in or something. I'm like, that's
her head's caved in.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And they're like, "Somebody call an ambulance." They're like, "You think you could save her?" It's like, "There's a chance." I'm like, there's no fucking way.
There's no. And I saw that scene, and every time, like, anime movies love having shit like this in them, and every time I see that, I always, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, there's some parent in this theater who brought their kid to this because they're like, "Oh, it's a cartoon!" And now there's a 9-year-old girl with her head caved in.
Yeah. It's a
What did you think of the girl getting hit by the car, Jackson?
Literally felt nothing about it because of how cliche and common it is to happen.
Jackson has seen one too many isekais at this point. So many people are getting hit by cars.
Literally, the second I saw a little girl talking to this dude, I knew she was fucking dead from the start. Like, it was already over.
I mean, she's also the demon, so...
Yeah.
Correct.
They kind of spoil you on that a little early.
I didn't know that, though.
And then her soul climbs out of her and starts grabbing Yuta, which very disturbing image. I didn't like looking at that.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It's pretty hot. Sure.
And then we cut back to the classroom, and they're like injured and whatever. They're like, okay, I guess you're cool.
Yep. It's pretty cool.
What's like the next major event?
I think after that is when they go to the school.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the elementary school.
That's right. They go to save a little boy and girl from a big ass fucking demon who swallowed them.
Yeah.
I know that they're curses, but I'm gonna keep calling them demons.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Man, that's a big ass curse.
Right?
Yeah.
It destroys. How long has it been there and not destroyed the whole school?
I mean, maybe it hasn't had a reason to, because I
guess
it did. Stuttering on my words. It needed to fight something apparently. So also,
I don't know.
Regardless, it is very large. It didn't even fit in the hallways. So
exactly,
it's a great question.
The curses make sometimes they just don't make much sense. But anyway,
well, the veil also the veils are supposed to reveal the curses. So maybe it couldn't manifest and destroy the building without the veil or something.
The veil? Maybe, I don't know.
The veil's to keep them in, Dylan. The veil makes sure that they can't escape.
Anyway, Maki and Yuta, they're there, they're fighting demons and well, Maki's fighting demons. Yuta's like, he's a little bitch.
Basically.
Yuta really made me realize how much better of a protagonist,
Real main boy.
Yeah, Yugi? It's also a U something, isn't it?
I don't think that's his name.
Fuck. I can't remember. So let me look it up real quick.
It's Yuji.
Yuji, see? I was right.
That's right.
Same difference, I guess.
You're so close, dude.
That's right. It's a letter off, but it's close enough.
I'm so proud of you.
Yuji, I like Yuji because he doesn't do the anime protagonist trope of being a little bitch.
Yeah, he's a brave boy.
Yeah, he doesn't have fucking Deku syndrome.
Lamau, let's go.
Anyway, they get eaten. Maki passes out, and then Yuri is like, Rika-chan, can you get me out of this, please? And then, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
She goes buck wild. She rips that thing in half. She's, bashing its skull in.
Yeah.
It's some real bad news bears, I tell ya.
Right? It's kick-ass, though. Honestly, that thing deserved it. I was rooting for him in the beginning, but once Rika-chan came out, I knew that there just wasn't any hope for him anymore.
Oh my god. The hell, Nico?
Base. Yeah,
that scene definitely reminded me of something, and I couldn't think of it in the moment. But
have you thought of it now, Dylan?
Yes, I have. It reminds me of a scene from Gears. It's one of the end of the end scene of Gears of War 2.
Oh, okay. That's a reference I don't understand. So moving on.
And you won't understand it since Dylan did not explain himself. Okay.
Whatever.
I wasn't going to explain it. We're not here to explain Gears of War. We're here to explain Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wait, Gears of War or God of War?
Gears of War.
What are we talking about?
Gears of War.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yuri then carries him out of the veil, and he's like, I'm such a weak bitch, I can't carry these children and this girl.
But then he did.
Yeah, to be completely fair, this boy literally carried 2 children and a high school girl, a decent amount of distance, so...
How old is Yuri?
Old enough to go to high school.
He seems very childish.
Let's see here.
Quite young. And then Gojo's just sitting there, he's like, ha! That's interesting. Glad I didn't do anything.
Yuta definitely doesn't look young, that's for sure.
He's 16, by the way. However, then they just get a little training montage, boys. We get to see him get a cool-ass sword, a little katana, the kind that Jackson has strewn throughout his room. And,
that he never uses, I don't think.
He does use it eventually, just at the end, I think.
Only a little bit.
I don't fucking remember. But yeah, he gets a dope-ass katana and he starts training. This is where we get the training scene with Maki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, please describe it in explicit detail. Do not leave a single stone unturned.
I refuse.
Did you start sweating?
No, I turned over to Blake during the scene where she did the splits though, and Blake turned to me. We had one of those moments, you know.
Oh yeah, we went to this film with a friend who does not watch anime whatsoever, and
You should have had him on. I want to hear what he has to say.
He has to have a fucking mic.
Yeah, he doesn't have a microphone.
He keeps dodging
Funny.
it too. I've tried to get him to buy a mic so many times, and he keeps just not doing it.
You can just invite him over.
What a coward.
I could
That's
do
also
that.
an option. That's very well also an option. But yeah, that boy, when that scene came on, I saw him turn beet red. He started sweating. He looked over at Jackson, heart agaze.
Heart agaze.
Heart
Heart
Yeah,
agaze.
that doesn't
And
make any sense.
his mouth was agape, I tell you what. His mouth was straight up agape at that moment.
He went,
Yeah.
"Oh Nelly, I'm in for something nice here," is what he said.
Starts
when-
rubbing his hands
When they were
together.
describing the scene, they said that it lasted for like 5 seconds, even though it was only like maybe a second long.
Time went in slow motion in that scene.
Funny stuff. I
Right?
mean, yeah, I guess that scene was fun. That was cool. I think there were some audible gasps in my movie theater. They're like, anyway,
Yeah, and then
let's see. Training
and then-
sequence. Then we get introduced to the other school,
Do we?
right? I might be mixing up the show.
I
Yes.
definitely
I'm
think
thi-
that
I'm
you
thinking
are.
of I'm thinking of the show where they do a training sequence with main boy and then introduce the other students.
Yeah, that
You
definitely
definitely
did not
are.
happen here. This is where
Yeah.
Panda was like, "Holy shit, he can date her."
Yeah, it was pretty funny. You got to say.
Yeah, that was interesting. Panda's
And
a fun guy. I like him.
Right, Panda is such a fun dude. He doesn't get much screen time in this film, but boy howdy, is he just so cool.
Yeah. Doesn't he do a panda role at some point?
I think so. I want to believe that. I
want.
so want to believe that. But yeah, after that we get to go on another mission already. Another mission back to back.
Yeah.
This time with Voice Boy. Voice Boy and Main Boy are going on their very own mission. This is where they go into like a fucking mall or some shit because
Yeah, it's
they're
an abandoned
yeah.
mall.
yeah, exactly. And then they kill a bunch of fish, but things aren't quite that easy. Because then they fight some fucking frog-looking thing. I don't remember what
Yeah.
exactly it was, but it was a
It was
mated
like
monkey boy.
let me think. It was
Like
like
an
a
orangutan.
Furby with a big nose,
That's right. He had a
and
big.
it could summon beams of light.
It actually kind of looked like a Daruda doll. What are those things called?
It absolutely did not look like a Daruma doll, Dylan. You are high on copium right now. But
I'm
yeah,
trying to-
Oof. Why?
but yeah,
Anyway.
it could bring down beams of light, and it was badass, dude. That
Yeah.
scene was so kick-ass. I loved it. They spoke a little bit, and then it died. Just that easy, boys. Just that easy. Oh, this is where he uses the katana. That's
Yeah,
right.
he does use the sword. He like
Yeah.
cuts it in half or whatever.
I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, they encounter the thing. Voice Boy like breaks its arm, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, this one's so powerful that it really hurts my voice to hurt it." And then fucking Yuri gets his big time to shine, or Yuta.
Yeah,
Yuta gets his big time to shine.
He's got a different
He's
name every time
dodging
you guys
light
say it.
beams. He looks pretty cool in this scene. He's jumping
Honestly?
off the wall.
I started rooting for him here.
Mm-hmm. I started believing.
Yeah, I started believing maybe this guy isn't a whiny bitch. Maybe there's something more to his character.
Yeah. Why does this movie feel so short?
Right? That's one thing I was going to mention. This movie feels really fucking short.
It felt really long
I
to me.
keep trying to think of like what all the events are, and like I remember all the events, but I'm like, there's got to be more in this movie, right?
Yeah, by the time the climax came, I was like, hang on, this is it? This is where it ends.
Yeah. I think at some point in here we get introduced to the main bad guy.
That's right. It was actually...
Sugo?
It was right after the whole mall shit. He shows up and he's
Okay.
like, huh,
Interesting.
would you look at that? This boy's
And then-
special too.
Yeah, he gets visited by like a woman and her daughter, and they're like, can you help her? And he's like, do you dream about being raped?
Yeah, that part was
And then
a
he
little
takes
weird.
the demon from her
Yeah.
and eats it. Do you think eating it is an important component of his powers, or did they just do that to look cool?
I
assume
Because
wanted to believe.
he doesn't also then like vomit up the demons when he takes them back out.
I would assume it's just like a quick way of absorbing their energy. If he wanted to, he could probably just shove it up his bumhole, but like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually that's faster.
It is, but I don't
he
think
had
he really
company.
felt like it would be necessary to like
Yeah.
really need the energy at that time. Maybe maybe if it was like while he was fighting Main Boy and he needed to like absorb Rika, he would have done that so he could get the power immediately. But
Right. Anyway, after that scene, Does it go straight to him and his crew showing up at the school?
Probably. I feel like there's
Basically-
definitely something that happens in between, but I can't fucking remember. So yeah, they show up
can't
at the school,
Yeah,
and this is
and
where
a
they're
big bird,
yeah.
and they climb out its mouth.
Pelican,
But
yeah.
he's riding on the outside, which I
Exactly.
found extra funny.
That's how you know he's the leader.
Yeah. You guys sit in the pouch? That's kind of gross. Anyway, they get to the school. He's like, I have 5,700,000 demons, and I'm gonna unleash them all at once. Good luck.
Wait, was a number specifically said in that scene? I don't remember a number.
He literally, I think he did say a very specific number. I think he said like 5,000 or something.
Huh. Okay, I don't remember there being a number, so that's why I was
Yeah.
curious. Yeah.
He gave a fun little name to the event. He's like, it's gonna be called the Night Parade of 100 Demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sick as fuck, and we're all gonna fight, okay? But
Yeah.
don't fight us now, we have to leave.
because plot armor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't plot
Exactly.
armor. He held the students hostage. So
Oh,
Yeah,
they
that
couldn't
was the other
fight
thing.
them.
He showed up to recruit Yuta because he was like the one of the special ones or whatever they call him.
Yeah.
And he like his classmates went to fight him, and he's like, oh, you hurt my friends? Well, because you hurt my friends, I don't want to help you. And I'm sitting there thinking, so you would have helped him if he hadn't hurt your friends? Like I don't.
Probably, honestly, he makes a good case.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but so that was kind of interesting. Also, if all the teachers there were as powerful as they were, with the amount of demons that were there, they probably could have easily gotten rid of all the curses and then, taken on the bad dudes, but what do I know?
I agree, but yeah.
Especially knowing what I know now about Gojo, I for sure know that he could have easily taken out all those curses, and
Definitely.
yeah.
Anyway,
Alas.
now we have conflict. We're like, oh, there's this other group. They have a collection of weirdos,
Yep.
and they're gonna unleash demons so that they can all fight for no reason, I guess. It's because he wants to kill a bunch of humans, but whatever, who cares?
Yeah, of
Only
course.
wants the user people. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
Chris users.
Yeah, Jujutsu sorcerers.
Yeah,
he wants
those.
them to be like the dominant life form on the planet.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, do we get? I think we get like another training sequence in here or something.
I don't think that we do. I think
No.
it just. I think from here it just cuts to like all of the teachers and shit in the city, and then
Yeah,
okay.
Maki and Main Boy are just chilling in a classroom, and they're like, "Man, kind of sucks that everyone's gonna die tonight."
Pretty much.
By the way,
Yeah.
I do not like Maki all that much. She's whatever to me, honestly. She's fucking. I don't care
She
about
has
her.
Misty syndrome.
Exact. Well, I don't even think she has Misty syndrome. If she did, she'd at least be interesting. She's mostly just a boring character, and I don't like it. However, I will admit that when she was in this scene in just her casual clothing, I did think she was pretty cute.
Okay.
Let's go.
She had like 80s leg warmers on.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
anything about
we're in the
that.
cities. We get to see a bunch of the characters that you get to know in the show. We got the second school students, so Robo Boy, fucking Witch Girl, Big Man.
This
What? Yeah.
What?
this is
You
the,
guys don't understand that, but it's very cool.
I didn't
this
hear
is
it.
the I was so excited when good old, I think his name is Tojo Aoi, he came
think
on
you're
he
right.
came on screen, the best character in the entire show. He shows
pretty
up
good.
and he does nothing. He just
doesn't
jumps
do
off
anything.
screen.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did that to my boy. Literally, when he showed up, I elbowed Jackson and I said, "Here he comes. This is my boy." And then he doesn't do anything.
Very funny.
Well, these things happen. It's also just
Yeah.
a prequel, so it's fine.
We saw Sword Girl use her sword power.
That's right. She is the actual best girl in the show.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to debate that one after the recap.
Okay.
That scene reminded me of Demon Hunter to be or Demon Slayer to be completely honest. Did I think I had it right the first time?
Because it's a
Get
girl
there.
with a sword.
Well, she also had a name for her attack, like they
She
do
sure
in
did.
Demon Slayer. So,
And all animes.
Yeah.
well, but you understand the context I'm giving it.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, I mean, she got to
Am
see
I missing any of the second school students?
Not
I feel like
really.
I'm missing one. Oh, there's Gun Girl.
Oh yeah, of course. Gun
Girl uses her gun.
Yeah,
and her
Maki's
power
sister.
is gun. Yeah.
Did we talk about the girl just fucking flying around in the sky?
Yeah, that's Broom Girl.
Yeah, Broom
Well.
Girl.
She has a magic broom. She
Yeah,
flies around on it.
She's a little witch.
I don't think she can do anything other than fly.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she didn't seem more like a recon kind of person, just calling the
Exactly,
shots.
yeah.
But yeah, fucking, this is where Gojo realizes, oh damn,
Oh,
Fucked up.
this
this
is all but a diversion,
Yes.
and he sends fucking Voice Boy and Panda off to die.
Yeah.
See, that was the other thing at that part too, and I was like, they wouldn't actually kill characters in a prequel, would they? Like, I was getting really heavy vibes of them just killing characters.
You know, they're actually
Well,
just
if it's a
corpses
character
later
we
on.
hadn't met, they totally could. But
Yeah.
Well, also keep in
Yeah.
mind this is a prequel to an anime that I've never seen, so I have no clue
Right.
if any of these characters make it into the show.
yeah.
Dylan would know
Gojo
if there
fights
was like
Rope
a
Boy.
yeah.
Like, it's a guy with a rope, and the the guy with the rope is like, "Do you know how many decades it took sorcerers from my country to make this?" And then Gojo literally says, "I don't care."
Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Funny. Yeah, he's just blasting demons, fighting that guy. We see what's his face, businessman with the sword. We see him doing stuff. Not even a sword, but whatever the fuck. It's like a knife wrapped in tape.
Yeah.
He's there doing stuff. We get to see the guy who's in a random 5 seconds of one of the episodes, and they mention he got famous doing something, I guess, on this night.
Well,
I'm just naming show references that were in this sequence. We got to see the fucking businessman. He did the Black Flash 4 times,
Yeah.
which in the show he's like, I did Black Flash 4 times once. And then we got to see that in the movie, and people who knew were like, "Oh, that's the time he did Black Flash 4 times."
huh.
He really
He's not
is.
yelling Black Flash though.
Yeah. Which was unfortunate. Dylan.
I like how in the show the guy's like, Black Flash is like this crazy ultimate technique. I've only been able to do it 4 times. And then Yuri does it like immediately 3 times or something.
So Dylan, my boy,
Yeah.
if you had to guess, based on what you had seen in this movie, what do you think Gojo's like power is basically?
I mean, obviously it has to do with his eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, for the context I picked up for the movie, he could just manipulate space, I guess.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
I'm surprised you're able to pick it up that well, because I don't think it's even very well explained in the show.
It's not very well explained. All I know is like he can manipulate space and like make alter reality or something. Like he's just super powerful for no goddamn reason, is what I know.
He has the power of infinity, Dylan.
Yeah, he has the
The
power.
power of infinity. Oh dear God.
Literally, I don't think it's very well explained at all. At one point, like, he's fighting a guy, and they try and punch him, and they get... and they're like, I thought I hit him, but he's not hurt. And he's like, don't you see? Atoms don't actually touch each other, so there's infinite space between things, and for that reason, fuck you.
Oh, I guess that makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's, like, am I wrong? That's how
No,
his
that's-
powers
Yeah,
work.
that's basically it. It's like, yeah, there's just infinite space between you and I, so you can never touch me.
Yeah.
So it's based on somewhat logical.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Science.
What? No.
Yeah, 100% logical.
Based
Oh,
in
yeah.
logic.
Well,
in
no,
fact.
the atoms
Beast.
never touching thing is
Yeah,
technically
that's true, but, like,
so
like, whatever.
it's emphasizing that. I guess
It doesn't
okay.
have to make sense.
No, it's anime.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
during
guess
this whole city genocide or whatever, we get the real meat of what's going on here, okay? Badman and Panda are fighting each other.
That was a pretty cool scene. Not gonna lie, I like Panda a lot.
yeah.
That's right.
Too bad he's dead.
Yeah.
Well,
The bad boy shows up at the school to kill fucking fucking Utah. And, yeah. His mates, they all come together and are like, hey, we're not gonna let you die. And then they get fucking stomped
Yeah,
immediately.
they get destroyed.
yeah.
It's not even fair. Panda puts up like a little bit of a fight, but like not really.
Yeah.
What does Voice Boy even try? Does he even manage to use his powers?
Yeah, he
Yes.
heals like Crush, and it makes a big-ass crater.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. And then
And then he dies.
Yeah, and then it doesn't work.
it doesn't do much.
Womp womp. And then fucking Yuta is all pissed off, and he starts being able to use powers.
Yeah, this is like the biggest thing that I did not understand. So like, because of how short this movie was, or at least felt, I definitely think that they could have used like maybe like 10 minutes or something of just like them really padding it out, showing him training more, because he just like goes Super Saiyan out of nowhere here and is able to keep up with this bad dude no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really don't, like, they say, oh, Jesus, Rika-chan is really powerful, but they don't ever really establish how. Like literally at one point he just summons a microphone out of thin air that can use Voice Boy's power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just a thing he can do. Anyway, these two are fighting.
They fight for a while.
They fight for a long time. They're both getting pretty messed up. And then at one point, Yuta's like, okay, whatever. Tell you what, Rika-chan, you can have my soul if you use your final smash on him or whatever.
Yeah, and we'll both die together.
Yeah. What I like about that scene is he decides to use that because the other bad guy is like, well, I'm going to combine all the curses I have into one mega curse and also summon this one, and he like summons a special one. It's got like a unique look. He's like, this is a very special one. It's got a name and shit. And then it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. He mentions its name. He's like, it's a special class. This one's so unique.
Yeah, he's like, there are only 6 special grades in the world. This is one of them, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I expected an epic fight after that, like between Rika and that one. I was like, oh shit, this is where it's gonna get really good. And then they do big blast attack. I'm like, oh fuck, nothing's gonna happen, is it?
They do a big old laser, and then, well, I guess he wins.
I also gotta say, the point where Rika, like, gained an eye and, like, all that shit, where she, like, changed after, like, the whole, like, soul sacrifice thing, I really didn't like that. That was very disturbing.
But Dylan, she opened up her third eye because he kissed her. He straight up, like, open mouth Frenched her.
He sure did.
I remember Jackson and I both laughing when that happened because he leaned in for the kiss, and that would have been fine. But then he straight up like opens his mouth for her as well.
Yeah, it was
Funny stuff.
very weird scene in general.
Truly.
Very creepy looking monster, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me of the Wraith from Evolve, but anyway.
Yeah.
Not very kissable.
Not,
No, not at all.
very kissable.
I would agree with that.
And then we get like a very sad scene where she turns back into the girl, and it's kind of revealed to us that no, she didn't choose to stay with you. You kind of forced her soul to be shackled to you.
But she also didn't mind it, though.
Well, I'm just listen. The movie made her say, "Oh, I loved being with you," but I don't believe it. I think they just put that in there so the audience doesn't feel too sad.
I don't know. I don't know about that. That seems a little harsh.
I thought this was a very sweet, emotional scene. She leaves. She's like, "Don't come for me too quickly, haha."
That's right. There's quite a bit of heart put there.
Yeah, it was very
Very
nice.
heartful,
Yeah,
very hearty, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's see. We see the main bad guy, Suguro. What? Whatever.
Seguru.
Bad boy.
Seguru. He somehow survived, and he doesn't have an arm. And he's talking to Gojo, and he's like, "Man, remember when we went to the beach or whatever?" I think they mentioned that or something.
Remember when you didn't fucking hate me?
Remember when we were best friends? And then he, quote unquote, dies. Not
Quote-unquote
nudge,
dies.
nudge, wink, wink.
Oh.
Dies.
He
Okay.
definitely does not show up like a couple of episodes into the actual anime.
Yeah, he's definitely
Fucking awesome.
not constantly showing up in the show in interstitials.
Jackson, can you
Episode.
confirm?
Yes, he does in fact get shown off in the show very frequently.
Oh, well,
and that's what I want to talk about next. Anyway, that was the movie. That was our run-through. I want to talk about the implication, I guess mostly with Nico since he's seen the show. What do you think is the deal? Why is he still alive in the show? Why does he have both of his arms?
Let's see here. Possibly that special grade demon that he made, like, was able to resurrect him or some shit.
Interesting.
That's all I got. Maybe Gojo pussied out.
My main two theories were, one, Gojo healed him because, like, in the show, Gojo's sort of, like, his big goal is to, like, overthrow the council because he thinks they suck.
Yeah.
And so I think he kind of has the idea that he can use the main bad guy to get to that goal. So that could be it. Also, crazy theory.
Gojo is a bad guy.
What? Yeah, I think that would be kind of the case if what I'm saying is true. Crazy theory, Yuta, his whole deal was he ripped Rika-chan's soul out of her body when she died. What if he rips out main bad guy's body and then he can just walk around and he's actually a curse, not a human in the show?
Yeah, because
there's an end credits scene where Yuta is hanging out with one of the bad guy henchmen for some reason.
Yeah, the rope man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's where I'm thinking, that's interesting.
I mean, if he can love somebody so much that it rips their soul out and curses them until he releases them, then I'm sure, based on the hatred in the end scene, he can hate him enough to rip his soul out and curse him too.
Interesting.
If he has that power.
Yeah, I think that's a solid theory right there.
Let's fucking go!
That's a certified anime theory.
Ooh. Getting good at this, boys.
Proud of you.
Anyway, that's the movie. Dylan, what were there any notes you didn't touch on?
Let's open this bag up here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I agreed with the whole emotional balance and everything was really good, just between the touching moments and the sad moments, or whatever. It was like a good even spread. It wasn't really focused on one emotion the whole time, which is typical of an anime movie anyway. So it did good there. Let's see. Characters were unique. Yeah, the final fight scene I noted that the final fight scene was very nice. It was a good wrap up, and
that's right. Dylan specifically said it was very Kino. He was a big fan.
I don't know what that means.
Very Drano.
I did put here at the end, I'm very likely to watch the anime based on this movie.
Okay.
So, let's see, did I have any?
I dare say I like the show more.
Absolutely, 100%.
I think it's mostly because I like the main character much more.
Yeah, I must say, going into this film, I had recently watched a podcast with some anime men on it, and they talked about how they enjoyed this movie far more than they liked the Demon Slayer one. And I can't understand why the hell that would be.
Yeah, I'd have to disagree there as well.
I would also disagree. Because, that was the other thing. So I'll get into my, negative points here. So one of the antagonists, it was really reminding me of an antagonist from another anime that I had watched, and I couldn't remember for the life of me what it was. So I went and looked at. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Inuyasha, but there's a antagonist from there, and his goal is to absorb other demons and all that shit. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a negative point, but the character does remind me a lot of that one.
I think that's really a negative point.
That's a correlation form in there, Dylan.
Yeah. The movie just felt like a giant pilot episode. Because normally when you go on to watch an anime movie, the graphics are better. That's right,
the graphics.
Well, not the graphics, the animation. The animation's smoother, it looks better. You got nice sounds and everything. It just really felt like a extra long anime episode, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, if this is a newer movie, I guess I would have expected it to look like Demon Slayer or whatever the other one we watched is. I don't remember.
I like how it had the exact same kind of opening as Demon Slayer, where it's a very painterly background, and then they go into the movie.
Yeah. I guess the last two things, Inumaki and Panda, which is voiced by, they didn't really make any sense. They kind of explained how it worked, but they Panda's power is like corpse manifestation curse or whatever.
Dylan, you need to watch the anime.
Yeah.
Okay,
The panda exists because of the principal's powers, which they didn't touch on in the movie at all. So yeah, panda wouldn't make any sense to you.
I figured that might have been the case. And the only other thing I would say is the movie did a lot of time jumping, where, for example, from the time they went from the high school, they, skipped forward all the way to December. I mean, admittedly, I don't know when that encounter at the high school was, but, I would assume it's at least a couple of months. Right. They just did a lot of jumping around. I'm like, okay, well, what's happening between these spaces here and these spaces here? That kind of stuff. So
I think it's a couple of weeks jump between the bad guy telling him about the night and the night actually happening too.
Okay, well, as long as that's the case, but I mean, they weren't bad enough to give the movie a lower score for me. It's just enough to not give it a 10. I almost gave it an 8. The Nico and Jackson thought I was going to change my answer if they gave their answers first, even though I asked Nico first and he forced me to tell mine first.
That's right.
He knows you too well.
I do. I truly do.
I'm curious to know, Jackson and Nico, what brought this movie down for you?
I don't think there's anything specifically that brought it down. In my eyes, this movie was just like a nothing burger to me. I didn't really care about anything going on. Everything was really cliche and just honestly kind of average. The animation was pretty good, but it was nothing really that crazy over the anime. So I don't know. I didn't think it was necessarily bad. I just thought it was really fucking average, which is why I gave it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, more of the same for me. It just didn't really do anything particularly well. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It was also, like I've said several times now, it felt way too short. They needed to give it more time. Let it breathe a little bit.
I was going to say, what is the runtime?
I thought
that would be...
I think it's really funny though, because I thought it lasted fucking forever. I kept asking myself, when the fuck is this gonna end?
The Jujutsu Kaisen movie runtime is 105 minutes.
I guess that is really short.
Hour 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you said 105? Yeah, 100 hour 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, that's not super short.
Yeah, it definitely felt short. I do agree with that though.
The average movie is only 2 hours, so... We missed the mark by 20 minutes, but I guess I could see Nika's point where if we had 10 minutes of training montage to see what the hell was going on in that final fight scene, that would have been justified.
Yeah. Actually, let me see. Do we have... Here we go, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what this movie's been getting.
Pretty high, probably, I feel.
We had 10 out of 10s across the board.
Jesus Christ, it's at 98% from both reviewers and audience score.
Let's go.
I am shocked. I say shocked.
That's great. I don't think it's quite that high, guys, but
Not
what did the Demon Slayer movie get?
Guys, the majority of the score
70.
came from the Maki scene, let's be honest.
Say what now?
Demon Slayer is sitting at 98%
Damn.
from critics and 99% from audience.
It's pretty good.
Dude,
I think people just kind of like anime movies.
We've cracked
really
I mean, they're just fun, well-animated, time wasters, so I get it.
I agree. Let's see what the My Hero movie's got. I just want to... Okay, interesting.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the third My Hero World Heroes mission, that got an 86 from reviewers and 95 from audience.
Is that the first one?
No,
that's the third one.
Talking about.
Okay. I like that one a lot. I think I like that... Well, I think I like the second one the most, but third one
I can't remember which ones are which. What's the plot of the second one?
The second one is the good one, Tanner.
Okay. Heroes Rising.
That's right.
Which
Guys,
one? Is that the one?
Oh, that's right. They're on the island.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, the second one is them on the island?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit, have I seen that third one?
Wait, the first one's also on an island now that I think about it.
Yeah, but that's a science center.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. I definitely like the second one more. Maybe I haven't seen the third one.
Yeah, I agree the second one's the best.
I have not seen the third one. Alright, never mind.
Never mind is right,
Second
Dylan.
one is at 90% and 98%. First one is at 100% and 88%, but it only has 7 reviews from critics, so I'm gonna say that's why.
Well, let's fucking go. Now, Jackson, my boy.
What's up?
Why exactly did you drop Jujutsu Kaisen? What about did you hate so much?
I thought it was boring.
Interesting.
Not enough action for you?
I was literally in the middle of the scene where they're like in the forest fighting the other school, and I thought it was boring, so I dropped it. I was watching with somebody else too, so it was like an echo chamber of us not liking it, so that definitely didn't help.
Oof.
So, do you require us to watch it with you and just constantly jeer you on, talk about how awesome it is?
I'm good.
I'm gonna watch it regardless, so.
That's right. That can be your and Dylan's special little thing, Jackson. You guys can watch it together.
Nah,
I'm
it's
good.
okay. I'm not gonna force him to watch that.
I was going to say though, I totally forgot to mention this when I was explaining why I gave it a 5, but it almost felt insultingly so with how obvious it was that this was just an advertisement for the anime. Like they went out of their way just to show all these characters, how cool all of them are. Like none of that meant fucking anything to the plot of the movie, like whatsoever. It was just to show off the characters so that you want to see that in the anime. How so?
I don't think they really did much to make any of the characters look very cool, other than maybe Gojo.
What are you talking about? They fucking had like cool action scenes for all of like the fancy like teachers and shit at Jujutsu High during this fucking street arc. Like every single character they had like a cool action scene for.
They had that chick with the hammer who isn't in the show like barely at all. They had the knife guy who's in the show a decent bit, but like
regardless of if they're in the show or not, though, the people that are watching this that haven't watched the anime don't know that. They're trying to get you to watch the show. They're just showing all these cool people. Like, look at what you could see if you watch the show. Look at all these cool people. You don't know anything about them. They were just showing how cool they are and make you want to know more about them. Watch the show. That's what it seemed to me. Like they just really were just driving home that they just wanted you to watch this show by introducing so much shit and not really explaining it.
Okay.
I really could just watch it and let you guys know. Then again, I do tend to enjoy things frequently, so...
Case in
that's
point,
not a bad thing, though.
Nico, not even this film. It's just things in general.
You gave it a 9!
Yeah, I know. I said in general. Like, I only see the best part of those
Nico,
things.
the internet has also spoken and said that it's very good. Apparently, it's one of the best movies ever made.
What the
fuck? Citizen Kane, get the hell out of here.
Godfather, fuck you. Make way for Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Godfather, more like dog fodder.
Dog fodder. I don't know, I thought that was funny.
So Tanner, what do you think of the actual show, though?
I like the show. I watched it at 2.3 times speed because I got invited to see the movie on the same day the movie was coming out. So I had to watch the whole show in 4 hours, and that's how I did it.
God damn.
Dear God.
Mm-hmm.
How did you even understand what was going on?
It was pretty easy, actually. You know, it's an anime. They have a lot of downtime.
Yeah, it's a shonen.
Oh, I guess I should also ask. This is something we should have. Well, we just didn't have. When you watched the movie, was it subbed or dubbed?
I watched subbed.
Same. Perfect. Now, T-Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You were very standoffish by my comment about blue hair girl being best girl. Why is that?
I just think it's kind of a basic bitch answer, if I'm being honest.
So what is the correct answer in your opinion, then?
Okay.
In your professional
This is the first
opinion.
time I'm thinking about what are our options. We got Hammer Girl.
Yes.
We got that blue hair girl. We got I guess Witch Girl, but like I'm gonna knock her out is not really an option.
Yeah, of course.
She's not a viable option.
Yeah.
Maki and her sister. Damn, what are the other girl characters in the
that's
show?
about it, Tanner.
Is that it?
That's about it.
You don't like the Gyaru girls on the fucking enemy team?
Yeah, they're the Gyaru girls. They're pretty cool.
They're not in the show though, so like what?
No, they're not.
Dare I say that there is no best girl yet?
I don't think they put a lot of work into the character designs for the girls in the show, at least compared to a lot of other shonens, I feel.
Yeah, they feel kind of basic.
Now, Tanner, one thing I will ask. So, whenever you're watching fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, are you, like, sticking around for the after-credit stuff that they do in it?
Is there after-credit stuff every single time?
Pretty much, yes.
Oh. I watched it on HBO Max, so it, like, auto-plays next episode once credits start rolling.
Damn. Yeah, there's after-credit stuff pretty much every episode, especially after the other school gets introduced, that, like, fleshes them out a bit more. Where it's mostly just, like, them... like living their basic lives, just showing these characters interacting outside of the events of the show. And yeah, I think that those do a lot to really flesh them out a bit, you know?
Okay.
How does it make the blue hair chick
go...
even better?
Because it makes her seem so cute, Jackson. It makes her seem so cute.
Let's go, dude. She was already that regardless.
Well, I know what to look out for then.
That's right, Dylan.
Do you like Hammer Girl in the show?
She's fine.
Okay. What about Dog Boy?
Dog Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was Dog Boy?
He's the other main character who's part of the crew.
Oh yeah, black hair guy. Yeah. He's whatever.
You see, both of the main companions are so incredibly basic.
Yeah.
Basic. You got a Sasuke and you got a fucking Asuka with you.
Sakura.
Basically.
Her name's Sakura.
Nah, I was saying she's like Asuka.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you just didn't know the girl from Naruto. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, Tanner. I hate these boring-ass characters, okay? That's why I don't like Maki either. They're just these emotionless, baloney characters. I don't like them. Get them out of my anime.
But she's got a sad backstory, man. Don't you feel sad for her backstory?
It's not even that sad.
She's forced to wear glasses.
Oh no. How sad.
Nico, you just don't sympathize because you haven't been disowned by your family.
Yes, he has.
Dylan,
his father left him.
Yeah, Dylan, there's so many characters just like Maki, though. It's not her particular backstory. It's just her personality that I don't like.
Do any of the characters have their parents?
Panda?
No, that's a prerequisite of going to that school, is not having parents.
Panda has his dad. I think if I'm correct, every single character in that show has been abandoned by their family.
Probably.
I don't know anything about that, so
it's funny.
Yes, of course.
I think Dog Boy and the girl are boring because they came up with really cool powers for them, and then that was kind of it.
Hammer Girl has a cool fight. That's about it, though.
Like using the fucking voodoo dolls to stab monsters from a distance. That's a cool power.
Yeah, it finally occurred to me who Hammer Girl was. I was like racking my brain this entire time. Like, who the fuck are they talking about when they say Hammer Girl? And I finally know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, she's the orange-haired girl. Who's part of their little squad.
I totally forgot that was her power.
I still have no clue what we're talking about.
I think she's supposed to be like a redhead.
I don't think so. Hers brown.
Quick, what's her name so I can pull up a gif of her?
Yeah, sure. Girl from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm feeling very left out right now.
Let's see.
Her name is Kasumi Miwa?
No, it's Kugisaki Nobara.
Oh, okay. That's right. Let's see. Images. Yeah, she's definitely supposed to be a redhead.
Oh, you meant like actual hammer. I was envisioning it.
She actually has one.
Yeah, the entire time too, I was thinking of like just a big ass war hammer, not some like little, just like normal hammer.
It's a literal hammer.
That's kind of weird. Okay.
Remember that fight scene where she gets like a curse put on her by someone else, and then she starts stabbing herself because that lets her powers affect it. That was a cool scene,
right?
That was a cool fight.
That's brown, Tanner.
I think that's brown.
No. Hold on.
I don't have a valid opinion on this.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about brown hair.
This is how redheads are drawn in animes.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
That's brown hair.
That is not brown hair.
Hang on.
We could ask the internet.
No, we can't. Hang on. Let's see here.
Why can't we?
They wouldn't know. They don't know her like we do.
Yo, they'll be like, whatever. I don't care. Look at Nami from One Piece. She has orange hair.
Here, I'm in. Hold on. I'm in the fucking Jujutsu Kaisen wiki.
Yeah.
Hair color ginger. Died.
Died.
Apparently, how did they know that? It's in the manga. So
the manga's black and white. How would they know?
I'm guessing there must be a line about it.
It's on the cover art or something.
So I can confirm she is not a natural redhead, but she is canonically a redhead.
Let's go. I don't like redheads. That makes her a worse character in my opinion. 4 out of 10.
Let's fucking go. I'm telling you, Tanner. I'm looking at all these pictures of her. That don't look red to me, boy. That don't look red to me. That looks brown as fuck.
I have the info.
He's reading the wiki. Nobody would ever rely on a wiki.
I am looking at her pictures in the manga, though, and her hair is looking more orange here. I will give you that much, Tanner.
Okay.
we've come to a conclusion then.
Look at this here. Look at this here. That is looking more orange.
I think you're just getting thrown off by lighting in the show.
I don't know, but what about the little Nendoroid that I posted? The official Nendoroid. That looks brown.
That does not look brown. I have brown hair.
Jackson, we need you weigh in here. Jackson, what is it?
I'm literally colorblind. I'm the least qualified person to be making an opinion on
God
this.
damn it, Nico! What the fuck?
What do you think?
God damn it!
Bummer.
That's
I'm
so
sorry,
bad.
boys. I'd help if I could.
Oh no, this is okay. I just looked a bit at the wiki and more, and this is such a dark timeline now, where like a lot of characters in anime are, they're high schoolers.
Of course.
But animes that come out nowadays are also oftentimes set today, which means a lot of anime characters are now 2000s kids.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Nobara's birthday is August 7th, 2002.
No way.
I don't know
God.
what that is.
That's scary right there. That's
Every
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Literally,
that
people
either.
that were born in 2000 are fucking 21 now. Like, it's hard to imagine. Like, my brother was born in 2000. And he's fucking almost 22.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My little baby brother. He's 21 now. He can legally drink alcohol.
Yeah, I literally think of people born after 2000s as like fucking 15-year-olds still.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
Which is like makes no sense because I'm only 1998. It's not like I was born like that earlier than them, but still
Yo, same. Let's fucking go, Jackson.
huge.
98 gang will represent.
Are we all?
Yeah,
Pretty sure
dude.
we're all 98.
No, we're not.
We're not? No way.
Yeah, me and Nico are 23 now. We're old men.
That's right.
I'm only gonna be 23 for like another month. Let's go.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh yeah,
Anyway,
I totally
that
forget
was-
that Dylan's older than this.
Anyway, that was the Jujutsu
got
Kaisen
this.
movie /show /debating about hair color, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things.
I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe so you can get more wonderful content just like this. Please subscribe to the Patreon. Fucking do it already. Christ, Tanner's been updating it for so long now, so you actually get stuff when you subscribe. Why aren't you doing it yet?
What
Why
do
are
you
you
get?
not doing it? We will
What do
say
you
your
get,
name in
dude?
the episode.
We'll do anything.
We'll do anything.
Well,
hold on. I don't consent
Hold
to
on,
this.
I'm not included in that. You guys
We're
can
all
do
100% committed.
The farthest I'll go
I-
is pulling my cock and balls out.
I am hardly committed to a lot of things.
We will dox Dylan's IP address if you do it.
It's also
My
Nico's IP address.
is your
It's a 2-1-1.
address.
That's right.
Anyway.
Okay, Tanner. Okay. Goodbye.